ሰላማችሁ ይብዛ ውዶች፣ እንዴት ናችሁ? ዛሬ ከጥያቄ 41 እስከ 50 ያለው በፓርት 4 ይዤ ቀርቤያለሁ። ሳብስክራይብ ላይ ያላረጋችሁ ሳብስክራይብ አድርጉ። ከጥያቄ 1 እስከ 40 የነበረውን ያላያችሁ በፓርት 1 2 and 3 ላይ ሙሉ በሚገርም ሁኔታ አፕሎድ አድርጌያለሁ። ስለዚህ ይህ ፈተና የ2018 ዓመተ ምህረት ግማሽ ሰመስተር ላይ ትምህርት ሚኒስቴር ያስፈተነው ኢኮኖሚክስ ፈተና ነው። ኤግዚት ኤግዛም ማለት ነው። ይር 226 ኦር በ2018 በኢትዮጵያ ካሌንደር ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ይህንን አድርጉ። ደግሞ በዚህ ዩቲዩብ ላይ ሞኔታሪ ኢኮኖሚክስ ሙሉ ኮርስ ለቅቅ ያለው እሱንም ግቡና ተጠቀሙ። ኦኬ question 41 which type of differential equation given with constant coefficient constant determinant can write in the following form? This is the form: A, second order linear differential equation; B, first order linear differential equation; C, exact differential equation; D, separable differential equation. So the correct answer is B, first order linear differential equation. The given equation is this. Look, this is the first order linear differential equation because it contains only the first derivative. The variable y appears in linear form, not squared, not multiplied with itself, okay? So it can be written in standard form by this form. Why the other option are incorrect? For example, A, second order linear differential equation. This is not answer because it contains second derivative like this, which is not present here, okay? And the C is also exact differential equation. So this is not answer because it requires a specific condition like this, not this form, okay? D, also separable differential equation. This is also not answer because it requires variable to be separable like this, which is not the case here, okay? So the final answer is B. Okay, the next question is also 42. As the consumer uses more and more unit of certain commodity, the extra increment of utility he derives from each extra unit of the good decline. This concept of cardinal utility is in the line with A, maximization of utility; B, law of diminishing marginal utility; C, consumer are rational; D, utilities additive. The correct answer is B, law of diminishing marginal utility. Why? Because the statement says as consumer consumes more unit of good, the extra or additional utility from each extra unit declines. This is exactly the definition of the law of diminishing marginality utility. This is exactly the definition of the law of diminishing marginal utility. It states that the marginal utilities decrease as consumption increases. Each additional unit gives less satisfaction than the previous one, okay? So, for example, first bottle of water is very satisfying, and the second bottle also less satisfaction, and the third bottle also even less satisfaction, okay? So, why the other option are incorrect? A, for example, maximization of utility, this is a goal of the consumer, not the principle described, okay? C, also consumer are rational. This is general assumption, not about declining utility, okay? And the D, also utility is additive. This refers to total utility being summed, not declining marginal utility, okay? So the final answer is law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, question 43. Which one of the following best explains the long run aggregate supply? A, level of output is dependent on the money supply. B, output does not depend on the price level. C, it does not show the relationship between the quantity of good and service supplied. D, aggregate supply curve is vertical. The correct answer is D, aggregate supply curve is vertical. Why? Because in the long run aggregate supply Model output is determined by relief factors such as capital stock, labor force, and technology. It is independent of the price level. This means change in price level do not affect long-run output, isn't it? So the long-run aggregate supply curve is vertical at potential output. This is key concept in macroeconomics. Why? The other options are incorrect. For example, A mineral level of output is dependent on the money supply. So this is wrong because this applies to short run effect, not long run output. Okay. B also, output does not depend on the price level. This is true, but it is less price than option D. Okay. Simunyezi. Output does not depend on the price level. This is true statement, but it is less precise than option D, which describes the curve directly. በዚህ ጥያቄ መሰረት ማለት ነው። So ሲን ካየን ደግሞ it does not show the relationship between the quantity of goods and service supplied. This is incorrect because long run aggregate supply does show output supply relationship, just not with price. Okay, so the final answer is aggregate supply curve is vertical. Okay, question 44. If hiring one more worker increase labor cost by $130 and output by 10 units, and if the firm is a price taker and sells its output for $30 per unit, then the marginal revenue product of labor is A. $100, B. $130, C. $300, D. $30. The correct answer is 300. Why? Because the marginal revenue product of labor is given by marginal revenue product of labor equals to marginal product of labor time price of output. In step 1, identify value. Increase in output equals to 10 units. Price per unit equals to 30. Then in step 2, we have to calculate marginal revenue product of labor. This is also marginal revenue product of labor equals to marginal product of labor time price of output. This is also 10 times 30. This is equals to 300. Then in step 3, we have to interpret the firm earn $300 extra revenue from hiring one more worker. The cost of hiring that worker is $130. So profit increases. Why other options are incorrect? A. $100. This is also incorrect. This is incorrect multiplication. Why other options are incorrect? A. $100. This is incorrect multiplication. B. Also $130. This is labor cost, not marginal revenue productive labor. D. Also $30. This is only price per unit, not total revenue from extra output. So the final answer is C. $300. Okay, the next question is also, which one of the following is not the element or component of balance of payment? A. Capital account, B. Current account, C. Net foreign investment, D. Statistically discrepant. The correct answer is net foreign investment. Why? Because the balance of payment is a systematical record of all economic transactions between a country and the rest of the world. Its main components include current account, capital account, and statistically discrepant or error and omissions. Okay, so why option C is not a component? Net foreign investment is not a separate component of the balance of payment structure. It is a result or follow within the financial account, not an independent account. Okay, it refers to the difference between domestic investment abroad and foreign investment in the domestic economy. Why the other options are correct? For example, A. Capital account. So this is a standard component of balance of payment. It records capitals transfer and asset transaction. B. Also current account. This is also right because major component like goods, service, income and transfer record ይደረግበታል ማለት ነው። and the D also statistically discrepant. This is also true because it included to balance measurement error in balance of payment account. So the final answer is net foreign investment. Okay. Question 46. Which one of the following is correct regarding the Gini coefficient in measuring income inequality with the society? A. Gini coefficient equal to 1 in place perfect income equality. B. Gini coefficient 0 indicate perfect income inequality. C. Measuring income in different currencies change the value of Gini coefficient. D. Changing the amount of people but keeping income distribution constant doesn't change the value of Gini coefficient. The correct answer is D. Changing the amount of people but keeping income distribution constant doesn't change the value of Gini coefficient. Why? Because the Gini coefficient measures income inequality ranging from 0 is perfect equality, or everyone has the same income, and 1 is perfect inequality, or one person has all income. Why option D is correct? The Gini coefficient depends on the relative distribution of income, not the number of people. If population changes but income shares remain the same, inequality does not change. Therefore, the Gini coefficient is scale independent in population size. So, why the other option are incorrect? A, for example, a Gini coefficient equal to the implies perfect income equality. This is also wrong because Gini coefficient 1 means perfect inequality, not equality. B also, Gini coefficient 0 indicate perfect income inequality. This is also wrong because Gini 0 equals to 0 means perfect equality. C also, measuring income in different currencies change the value of Gini coefficient. This is also wrong because Gini is based on the relative income distribution. So currency unit do not affect it. So the final answer is changing the amount of people but keeping income distribution constant doesn't change the value of Gini coefficient. Question 47. Which approach defines the money by deciding which assets should be included in its measures? A. Gini and Shaw approach. B. Empirically approach. C. Central bank approach. D. Theoretically approach. The correct answer is A. Gini and Shaw approach. Why? Because the Gini and Shaw approach define money by focusing on which financially assets should be included in the money supply measure. It classifies assets based on liquidity and financial structure. It distinguishes between money and near money asset or financially asset. It helps decide what should or should not be counted as money in the economy. So this approach is widely used in monetary economics to refine the definition of money beyond simple cash and deposit. So why the other option are incorrect? B, for example, empirically approach lala. This focus on observing really world usage, not primarily on formal classification of asset into money measures. See also central bank approach lala. This is also wrong because central bank define money supply like M1, M2 and ETs. But this is a policy or statistically classification, not a theoretical approach as Kedir. And D also theoretically approach. This is also wrong because it define money based on its function or like medium of exchange, store of value and ETs, not on selecting asset for measurement. So the final answer is A. Gini and Shaw approach. Question 49. Which of the following organic link is correct from general to specific? A. Projects, programs, development plans, then policy. B. Programs, policy, development and project. D. C. Development plans, policy, program and project. D. Policy, development plan, program and project. The correct answer is D. Policy, development plans, programs, and project. Why? Because the organic link in the development planning moves from general to specific as follows. The first one is policy. This is broad national goal and direction. This is most general level. And the second one also development plans. This is medium-term strategy to achieve policy goal. And the third one is program. This is sector-specific or coordinated set of activity. And the last one is project. This is a specific concrete implementation unit or most detailed level. Okay. So why other options are incorrect? A, for example, this project, program, development plan, and policy. These are wrong because this is reversed or from specific to general, not the general to specific. B also program, policy, development plans, and project. These are also wrong because this sequence mixes levels incorrectly. C also development plans, policy, program, and project. This is incorrect order because policy should come first. Okay, incorrect. This is because policy should come first. So final answer is D. Policy, development plans, program, and project. Okay, the last question from today's video is also question 50. For monopoly market structure is the type of market structure where A, product and service produced are closely substituted. B, firm have no power to change market price. C, supply and demand curve of firm and industry are the same. D, firm face horizontally demand curve for its product. The correct answer is C. Supply and demand curve of firm and industry are the same. Why? Because a poor monopoly market structure is characterized by a single firm producing the entire market output, no close substitute for the product. The firm is price maker, not price taker. So the firm's demand curve is the same as the market demand curve. Because there is only one firm, the industry equals to firm. So supply and demand relationship of the firm and industry coincide. So why the other option are incorrect? A, mineral. Product and service produced are closely substituted. So this is wrong because this describe perfect competition or monopolistic competition, not a monopoly. B also, firms have no power to change market price. This is also wrong because a monopoly has full price setting power. Okay. D also, firm faces horizontally demand curve for its product. This is also wrong because this is perfect competition, not a monopoly. Okay. So the final answer is C. Supply and demand curve of firm and industry are the same. ሶ ጋይስ ይሄ ከዛሬ ክፍል የመጨረሻው ጥያቄ ነው። ከዚህ ቀጥልንም አሁን የቀሩትን በፓርት የምናቀርብላችሁ ይሆናል። ከናንተ የምፈልገው አንድ ነገር ብቻ ነው። ሰብስክራይብ፣ ላይክ እና ሼር ካደረጋችሁ እኔ ምንም አይነት ነገር እንዲያቀርብላችሁ የምጠቅማችሁን ዝግጁ ነኝ። Please don't forget subscribe and share to the others. Have a nice time. Bye.